오늘 경제를 통해서 다음으로 올라갈 계획이고요. 저희 북한과 일파는 오늘 청와대 경제를 하지 않습니다. 그 대신 이 자리에서 저희들은 오늘 밤 8시 반 또는 9시까지 농성하기로 했습니다. 저희들은 농성을 통해서 저희들은 문재인 대통령에게 전달하고 그 다음에 10월달까지 되지 않으면 우리는 모두 대한민국 헌법을 지키기 위해서 총력이 죄송합니다. 오늘 여러분들이 너무 많이 오시다 보니까 제가 경영돼가지고 목소리를 많이 못했습니다. 그러다 보니까 정말 이해해 주십시오. 다음은 미국 보수우파의 크나큰 영향력을 발휘하고 있는 덕수뉴스의 오정 시사평론가 오정찬 변호사가 8.15 건국절을 맞아 대한민국 쟁점들에게 드리는 건국 71주년 메시지를 함께 하겠습니다. 들어주십시오.
Great Korean patriots, it is my honor to address you at this special moment, the 71st anniversary of the founding of the Republic of Korea. It is your republic and your party spirit that inspire us. Today, you and the world celebrate the founding of the new Korea on the principles of freedom and democracy. There is one person, however, who does not celebrate your great accomplishment and who does not protect either your freedom or your democracy. His name will be remembered by your children and their children as an enemy of your great nation. And who is this enemy? His name is Moon Jae-in. Moon Jae-in does not believe in the Republic of Korea. On this day, the anniversary of its founding, he is attacking a neighbor. Moon Jae-in is desperate. His North Korea policy is failing. Despite concession after concession that Moon has made, Kim Jong-un is not reciprocating. Moon's economy is stumbling. The only reason it is showing any growth at all is government spending. South Koreans are unhappy. Repression is not stifling dissenting voices, your voices. So Moon, with no other options, is resorting to the last refuge of the failing leftists, inciting hatred of Japan. I can understand anti-Japanese feelings. My dad fled the Japanese during the Second World War, but we do not live in the past. We live in the here and now. And in the here and now, no Japanese ally was in a position of authority in Korea. As far as I can tell, Moon Jae-in is whipping up anti-Japanese sentiment because that is the only thing that he can do to retain power. Let me say this. If war ever comes to Korea again, if North Korea invades your republic, if Chinese troops pour over the demilitarized zone, your republic will desperately need Japan. The United States, as a practical matter, cannot defend your nation without the American bases in Japan, without the active support of the Japanese government. Moon is anti-American, anti-Japan, pro-China, pro-North Korea. He opposes your friends, he supports your enemies. Moon acts as if he does not care about North Korea invading your homes. He wants unification. Now, there are two Korean leaders who look absolutely determined to find a common unification formula. Kim Jong-un, like his father and grandfather, wants to take over the South, and Moon Jae-in looks like he is trying to help Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, as a result, apparently thinks he can achieve unification on his terms. After all, he's been talking about quote-unquote final victory, Pyongyang's phrase for taking over the South. Now, for the first time since the early days of the Korean War, that looks possible, perhaps even probable. Moon Jae-in, the 19th President of the Republic of Korea, is determined to be its last. There will be no more anniversaries of the Republic of Korea unless you, the people, defend your country. So Moon must go. He must go so that you can continue to live in freedom. Moon must go. He must go if you are to keep your democracy. Moon must go. He must go if the Republic of Korea is to see its 72nd anniversary and if you are to have a future. So say it with me. Moon must go. Moon must